Yeah, well, that old devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind. He was way behind, willing to make a deal. Well, he come upon this young lad sawing on the fiddle and playing it hot. The devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, boy, let me tell you what. I bet you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to make a dare, well, I'll make a bet with you. Now, you play pretty good fiddle, son, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, because I think I'm better than you. The boy said, my name's Bobby, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your regret. You're going to regret, because I'm the best it's ever been.
Johnny, rousing up your bow and play your fiddle hard, 'cause hell broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. If you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold. If you lose, the devil gets your soul.
Well, the devil opened up his case and he said, I'll start this show. And fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. Then he pulled the bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. And a band of hillbillies all joined in and it sounded exactly like this. Show off. Well, the devil finished, and Johnny said, you're pretty good there, son. But sit down in that chair right there. Let me show you how it's done. He played
Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. Devil's in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the red pan, picking out dough. Ready to the dog bite, don't y'all know?
That devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat. And he placed that golden fiddle on the floor at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again, because I told you once, you son of a... I'm the best it's ever been. He played
Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. Devil's in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Ready to the dog bite, don't y'all know?
Howdy, everybody. How y'all doing? Didn't even clap, not one damn time. Just sat right there on your hands. Yeah, right there in the front row, too. Howdy, everybody. How y'all doing? Everybody okay? Yeah. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Opry. We're the Orange Blossom Opry Band, and I always like to ask this question. How many of you folks are at the Opry here for the very first time? Let me see. We got a bunch of new folks in here. All right. And how many of you folks are at the Opry tonight are late? Okay. Are you first-timers or have you been here before? Both? First time. She's putting up some finger. I can't tell which one it is from here, honey. I'm pretty sure it's the middle one, but I'm hoping it's not. Anyway, we're the Orange Blossom Opry Band, and we play here on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, almost every week right now going on. What happens tonight, for those of you who are just here, we call this our showcase. And we no longer call our Thursday night a jam. And the reason is this. There's a lot of other jams around, and that's fine. Everybody's kind of different. What we do is we make our singers turn on our music a week before, and we make every guy in this band learn the songs almost exactly like the record. And what that does is make sure we want all these singers that come here to sound absolutely incredible. And what it also does is it works the tail off of all these guys in the band up here. So give them a round of applause. So we don't jam here, we showcase here, and we've got some of the finest singers in the area right over there today. There they are. Is Dustin, is Mike Peterson here today? Is Mike? He is. Okay, well, we got one clunker in the bunch. It's not true. He's our buddy, and we just pick on him. Before we get started, I want to take a second to introduce the band to you so you get to know every one of these guys, okay? How's that? The gentleman over there in the mask, wearing the black mask. Are you okay? Are you over there arguing with Mike?
I got a hitch in my giddy-up.
Got a hitch in your get-along? Okay. That happens when you get our age. The gentleman over there in the far left, way over there, you'd be your right, is the only Floridian in our band, ladies and gentlemen. He's from Plant City, Florida. He is the handsome and extremely talented. Say hello to Todd Bowers. I'm coming. I got all my stuff back there. The next gentleman, right over here, who sometimes looks a little confused, is totally baffled by the hardening of Jell-O.
He's been here longer than anybody.
Yes, he's been here longer. He's the guy that's been in the band. As a matter of fact, the Orange Blossom Opry is actually named after him because he is the true Orange Blossom, if you will.
And that's why he looks confused.
That's right. You've been here as long as he has. You look confused, too. Say hello to our bass player and singer. That's Kevin Kingston, everybody. The gentleman playing the fire out of the fiddle plays the fire out of anything he puts in his hands. He's from the great state of Iowa. And are you all from Iowa, or are you just, really, you are? Okay. Well, do you all know Dougie? Have you been to the post office? He is, well, you all know what to do, right? You come here all the time. Let's do it really loud on three. 1, 2, 3. That's right. Hey, Dougie. That's Doug Stock, everybody. The gentleman that's here, there, and everywhere is from Bandera, Texas. He's also a pilot, so we have our own personal pilot now. He plays the pedal steel guitar as well as the guitar, and he sings a fine song from Bandera, Texas. Say hello to Mickey Adams, everybody. And I hate to say it, he gets the most likes on Facebook. I don't really watch the Facebook thing. Are we on Facebook, Tom? We are? Is that your wife or girlfriend? Because we're live on Facebook. Just thought I'd let you know. Yeah, both? Yeah, both, yeah. I tried that. It didn't work so well. Just saying. Anyway, everybody loves Mickey. All the girls, oh, just put the camera on Mickey and leave it there. So let's put the camera on him. Yeah, put it on the steel guitar rag. Ladies and gentlemen, you will go a long way to find anyone who sings any better anywhere than our lead singer from Nashville, Tennessee. Say hello to Dustin Jenkins. Let me grab everybody else while we're up here going. The sixth member of the Orange Blossom Opry Band is the reason we sound so doggone good. He's from Nashville, Tennessee, also twice Grammy nominated for working with Dolly Parton. Say hello to our sound engineer back there. That's Nathan Smith. And ladies and gentlemen, our video guy right there that does all the video is from Delaware. There he is right there. He's from Bendover, Delaware.
Andover.
What is it?
Andover.
Andover. I thought it was Bendover.
No. That's what you have to do when you go to the doctor's office.
Anyway, yeah. Andover. Say hello to our video guy. That's Tom back there. Ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman who takes care of all the lights up here, there he is right there when he was one of the Pointer Sisters. He takes care of all the lights for not only us, but all the national acts as well. And I understand that he led the ride. We were going to have a motorcycle ride. I didn't go. I kind of chopped out. But Eddie led the crew, what showed up over to Daytona, and they're now called Wild Hogs. But say hello to our light guy that's fast, Eddie. My name's Bobby Randall. We're going to play one more song because we can, and then we'll be right back.
It's another back door sneaking in where you've been midnight. Quiet as a Mack truck, lots of luck, thinking of an alibi. Well, every light in the house is on, but everything is gone. She left me no chance at redemption, no further exemption. Just a big red goodbye and lipstick on the wall. Goodbye says it all. No long explanation, no reconciliation. No, let's talk it over, number I can call. Goodbye says it all. Goodbye. Shout, have it out, tirade. Oh, she could have made it real tough, bringing up all the hell that I've raised. No more wasted words on me. No, she kept it short and sweet. Left me no chance at redemption, no further exemption. Just a big red goodbye and lipstick on the wall. Goodbye says it all. No long explanation, no reconciliation. No, let's talk it over, number I can call. Goodbye says it all. Goodbye. She kept it short and sweet. She left me no chance at redemption, no further exemption. Just a big red goodbye and lipstick on the wall. Goodbye says it all. No long explanation, no reconciliation. No, let's talk it over, number I can call. Goodbye says it all. Goodbye. Goodbye says it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep those hands together for the star of South Dakota, eh? From South Dakota, everybody say hello to Neil Boggess.
Hi, I'm Neil. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Mickey, is that right? You look different in person. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Come on up here, David. To start it off, first, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and give a nice warm welcome for Mr. Bobby Randall also. I'll get to you, David. Now I got a rather unusual thing that's going on out in the parking lot. I'll let you guess a while, and then I'll tell you what it is. We have a white Enclave SUV, license number 676 6XU. Your car is running.
What'd they win?
Their car is running. Would you like to pay the gas for that?
What'd they win, though?
What'd they win?
Yeah.
Well, it won't be a free tank of gas.
Yeah.
It's so good to have you with us. We have some tremendous talent from all over the United States here tonight. Kicking us off from the big city of Whiteboro, New York, Dave
We
Ryan.
got any Brooks and Dunn fans here tonight? put your hands together for this wild band. I'm a hard-working man. I wear a steel hard hat. While I could ride, rope, a hammer and paint, do things with my hands that most men can't. Can't get ahead no matter how hard I try. I'm really good at barely getting by. Got everything I own by the sweat of my brow. From my four-wheel drive to my cowboy boots, I owe it all to my blue-collar roots. I've been working overtime on a runaway train. I've got boss loosen this ball and chain. I'm a hard-working man. I got it all on the line for a piece of the promised land. And I'm burning the candle at both ends. But the only way to keep the fire going is to outrun the wind. Come on, boys. Come Friday night, I like to party hard. I carry on with a Cadillac Beauty, spend my whole week pay on some weekend beauty. Come Monday morning, I'm the first to arrive. Ain't nothing but business, y'all, from 9 to 5. I'm a hard-working man. I got it all on the line for a piece of the promised land. And I'm burning the candle at both ends. But the only way to keep the fire going is to outrun the wind. I can't wait to get up in the morning and do it all over again. Hey, I'm a hard-working man. That's how us 74-year-old guys get things going.
Now, David, this is your 12th year here at the Opry, is that right?
They does it.
This month or when?
Probably be the last time they'll let me have it, you know. Hey, you know, I sang about 10, 11 nights. Yeah, 10, 11 nights. About 10 or 11 years ago, I sang this song when Estelle Benson ran it. And she says, Dave, that's the first time that the people got up and danced in the hall, in the aisles. I said, really? And that was a fact. What do we got going on? Do we have a spill? We had a spill. Hope it wasn't mercury. Who remembers, by the way, does anyone here know who really first recorded the Twist? Yeah. It was not Chubby Checker, was it? Gentleman by the name of Hank Ballard originally wrote the Twist. See, he didn't, or I don't know if he wrote it. Did he write it too, Bobby?
I don't know.
But he did record it. And if you feel like dancing in the aisles, do it. What do you think? Do it to it. We all ready?
I'm going over there to dance.
All right, see you later, Bobby. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. Yeah, come on, baby, let's do the twist. Take me by the little hand and go like this. Come on and twist, yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah, just like this. Come on, little miss, and do the twist. Hey, now twist, yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, just like this. Come on, little miss, and do the twist. My daddy's sleeping and his mama ain't around. Yeah, daddy's sleeping and mama ain't around. We're gonna twist it, twist it, twist it till it turn the house down. Come on and twist, yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah, just like this. Come on, little miss, and do the twist. Come on, boy. Sis, you should see my little sis. She really knows how to rock. She knows how to twist. Come on, let's twist. Yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah, just like this. Come on, little sis, and do the twist. Yeah, now twist. Yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah, just like this. Come on, little miss, and do the twist. That's how we start things at the Orange Blossom Opera, right?
Hey, where's round and around?
Dave Ron,
and
everybody.
around and around?
Dave wants to know, is there a doctor in the house? Great job, Dave. Thank you very much. You're all worked up now with the twist. All right, come on up here, Mr. Mike. How are you? Judging at the first song you're going to sing, I was going to announce that you were a deputy sheriff for 25 years. But I see that you're going to do a song called Highway Patrol.
I'm going to do the Highway Patrol, and I also got to give a shout out to my friend Tim Dowes here with his wife Kathy tonight. And Tim worked with me at the sheriff's office for 25 years, so glad to have Tim here with us tonight. I got a star on my car and a one on my chest, a gun on my hip and the right to arrest. I'm the guy who's the boss on this highway, so watch what you're doing when you're driving my way. You break the law, you'll hear from me, I know. I'm just doing my job, I'm the Highway Patrol. You'll know me when you see me, cause my door's painted white, my sirens are screaming and my flashing red lights. I work all day and I work all night just to keep the law and order and try to do what's right. I'm here to keep all speeders driving slow. I'm just doing my job, I'm the Highway Patrol. Well, I'm the Highway Patrol. My hours are long and the pay is low, but I'll do my best to keep you driving slow. I'm just doing my job, I'm the Highway Patrol. fast like you shouldn't do. You can bet your boots I'm coming after you. You wanna race, then get on a racetrack. If you try to run away, I'm gonna bring you back. I'm here to keep all speeders driving slow. I'm just doing my job, I'm the highway patrol. Well, I'm the highway patrol. My hours are long and the pay is low. But I'll do my best to keep you driving slow. I'm just doing my job, I'm the highway patrol. I'm just doing my job, I'm the highway patrol. All right, thank you. A shout out to all of our brothers and sisters out there in blue, keeping us all safe here tonight. Here's a great old song by my idol, Mr. Merle Haggard. You always find a way to hurt my pride. If I'm not crying, you're not satisfied. And I don't know why you wanna hurt me so. If you're trying to break my heart, you don't have very far to go. You don't have very far to go before the heartaches begin. I already feel the sadness of a heartbreak setting in. I don't know why you wanna hurt me so. But if you're trying to break my heart, you don't have very far to go. Far to go before the heartaches begin. I already feel the sadness of a heartbreak setting in. You're turning down the flames of love too low. If you're trying to break my heart, you don't have very far to go. And if you're trying to break my heart, you don't have very far to go. Thank you very much.
Mike, that's a good stuff.
And now I'm going to introduce to you my mother, Miss Pauline Peterson. And while Mom's coming up here, I thought I'd tell you all a story about the atheist and the grizzly bear. So this atheist decided to go walking through the Rocky Mountains on a trail hike one day, and he's hiking across the mountain trail, and suddenly a big grizzly bear came charging out of the woods. So the grizzly bear came charging out of the woods, and the guy took off running, but of course you cannot run a grizzly. And this guy tired out, and pretty soon he tripped and fell. And when he did, that grizzly reared up on his back feet, and he raised that big paw to strike the guy dead. And just as he did that, time froze, and the sky lit up, and the voice of God reached down to that atheist. He said, "Mr. Atheist, this is God speaking. You've told me your whole life that you don't believe in me, and you've taught other people not to believe in me. Now, at this final moment, would you like to renounce your beliefs and admit that I exist? And the atheist thought for a moment, and he said, well, to be honest with you, Lord, if you are the Lord, I can't say that because for all I know, this may be a dream. I never believed in you. I still don't believe in you, and I will teach others not to believe in you. I can't be a hypocrite. He said, but I'll give you this. He said, if you are the Lord, you could do me one favor, and maybe you could make that grizzly bear a fine Christian bear. And the Lord said, well, so let it be done. And everything came back to life. And the grizzly looked down at that guy and looked up at the heavens and said, thank you, Lord, for this meal I'm about to receive.
Is it on? Testing, yeah. I'm testing this. It's on. Okay.
Yeah, she does it like. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Way down in Columbus, Georgia, I wanna be back in Tennessee. Way down in Stockade, friends has turned their back on me. But go and leave me if you wish to. Never let me cross your mind. In your heart, you love another. Believe me, little darling, I don't mind. Last night, as I was sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I woke, I was mistaken. I was peeping through the fire. Go and leave me if you wish to. Never let me cross your mind. Your heart, you love another. Believe me, little darling, I don't mind. Way down in Columbus, Georgia, I wanna be back in Tennessee. Way down in Columbus, Stockade, friends has turned their back on me. Go and leave me if you wish to. Never let me cross your mind. In your heart, you love another. Believe me, little darling, I don't mind. Believe me, little darling, I don't mind.
All right, Mom and I are going to do an old song for you folks tonight, and I'm going to sing to her, and she's going to yodel to me. So I hope you all enjoy it. It's an old song called Yodeling Sweet Molly. High on a mountain there once lived a boy. Down in the valley lived his only joy. Late in the evening at the dome of the moon, the young hearts would thrill to this old mountain tune. I'll sing you our love song, you yodel to me. We'll meet and we'll kiss 'neath the evergreen trees. Oh, Molly, and I'll sing our love song to you. His yodeling sweet Molly then went far away. His guitar was quiet from its strumming that day. Now high on the mountain that boy lives alone. The lonely green valley still echoes their song. I'll sing you our love song, you yodel to me. We'll meet and we'll kiss 'neath the evergreen trees. Oh, Molly, I love you. You are my love. We'll never be blue. Yodel, sweet Molly. And I'll sing our love song to you.
Thank you so much.
Miss Pauline Peterson.
Mike and Pauline Peterson, everybody. Hey, Pauline, do you think you can do Cowboy
Hey,
Sweetheart?
if you ever decide to dump him and go with us, that'd be fine with us. Okay?
Hey, Bobby, let's have her do one more because she's headed back to Michigan, I believe.
Yeah.
Or is
yeah,
it
you
New
wanna do
York?
that? What key is it in? G? Sure.
How would you like to hear
I
Pauline
wanna
yodel
be-
again more? So
That's
here's our
popular
Cowboy
request.
Sweetheart right here, everybody.
Huh? Cowboy Sweetheart. Just follow Mike.
What key are we in?
G.
I wanna be a cowboy sweetheart. I wanna learn how to road to ride. I wanna ride the open desert out on the great divide. I wanna hear them coyotes howling as they sing to the west. Be a cowboy sweetheart, that's a life that I love best. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Pauline Peterson.
Thank you.
One more time. Pauline and Mike Peterson, everybody. A couple of songs you don't hear very often. You know, one of the great joys about playing here at the Opry and visiting with all you folks is having people come up to us and being able to say, would you get up and sing a song for us? And this gentleman here said yes, he would love to. He's from Nashville. And you may not have heard of his name, but he produced, recorded, he mixed, he did backup vocals for Barbara Mandrell, Randy Travis, Kenny Rogers, Merle Haggard. And from 1978 to 1999, he worked with a gentleman by the name of Ronnie Millsap. Grammy nominated. Put your hands together and welcome to our stage, Ben Harris.
You folks if you like me, you like the pretty song. Do you like the pretty stuff? Let's do one.
Are we all in E flat?
We are.
Yeah, just start.
Give me a bar. Don't look so sad. I know it's over, but time goes on, and this whole world will keep on turning. Let's just be glad we had this time to spend together. There's no need to watch those bridges that were burning. Lay your head up on my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window, and make believe you love me one more time. For the good time. I'll get along, and you find another, but I'll be here if you should find you ever need me. Don't say a word about tomorrow or forever. There'll be time enough for sadness when you leave me. Lay your head up on my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window, and make believe you love me one more time. For the good time. For those good times. Great band, guys. I worked with Ronnie Millsap for a long time, and what a wonderful singer he was. And he was a good boss. He was a lot of fun. He recorded a song about a year before I started with him that I think was the best song that he ever did. And my lovely is sitting out here tonight, and she would have killed me if I hadn't sung this song. So I'll do this for Thea. If heartaches brought pain, love crazy game, I'd be a legend in my time. If they gave gold statuettes for tears and regrets, I'd be a legend in my time. But they don't give awards, and there's no praise or fame for a heart that's been broken over love that's in vain. If loneliness meant world acclaim, everyone would know my name. I'd be a legend in my time. Play it, guys. Is that a happening band, ladies and gentlemen? They don't give awards, and there's no praise or fame for a heart that's been broken over love that's in vain. If loneliness meant world acclaim, everyone would know my name. I'd be a legend in my time. I'd be a legend in my
Ben Harris. Woo! Ben, you better come back
Why don't
again.
you get up there and sing one? Good grief. That's great.
One more time for Ben Harris. That was awesome. Come on up there, Mr. Dice. All I can say, Ben, is woo! Man, that was awesome. Thank you very much. This next gentleman is from Sanford, Michigan. Was I close?
You're close.
All right. He's a singer and he's the owner. Are you still the owner of the general contracting business?
Hey, I got to tell you something about this guy before
Yep.
you get too carried away. This dude is a friend of mine and is really one of the good guys, because several times this guy has come to my rescue. I have a house in Michigan that I'm hardly ever there, and when something goes wrong with it, he's the first guy there. So
I'm there more than he is.
and so the furnace went out and the house completely froze up, like the water in the toilets froze. I still haven't gone up there, Willie, to see how much damage is done. But Willie went over there in a minute, just like that, dropped everything he was doing, went over there to take care of us. And he's a good guy, and I'm certainly proud to have him up here tonight with us.
Well, thank you. Last year we went to a bike week with Bobby and Nathan and the guys back there, and Bobby thought it'd be funny to enter me in a wet t-shirt contest. Sad thing is I won.
Willie Dice, everybody.
All right. Wait for Todd.
This old highway's getting longer. It seems there ain't no inside. Sleep would be best. Well, I just can't afford to rest. I gotta ride in Denver tomorrow night. I called your house, no one answered. For the last 2 weeks, no one's been home. I guess she's through with me. To tell the truth, I just can't see what's kept a woman holding on this long. And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting sore. Well, I'm much too young to feel this damn old. All my cards are on the table with no ace left in the hole. Well, I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Competition's getting younger, tougher bronze, you know I can recall a worn out tape of Chris Ledoux. Lonely women and bad booze seem to be the only friends I've left at all. And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold. Well, I'm much too young to feel this damn old. All my cards are on the table with no ace left in the hole. Well, I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Lord, I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Thank you.
Can I tell another story on you?
You can.
So last year we all went riding motorcycles together, and I'm just bragging up on my buddy because to tell you what kind of guy he is, he was. So I'm going to sell my motorcycle, and I told Nathan because we all went to where was that place? Daytona last year, and none of us talked to Nathan because he was riding a Yamaha.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So we said, Nathan, you got to get a Harley, man. You just got to get a Harley. Well, Willie was going to sell his, so I kind of hooked him up. And Willie sold him his Harley. You need to go see your bike, by the way. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't. No.
It really looks good. But Willie said, I'll bring it to you. And he loaded it up and drove it from Michigan all the way down and delivered it to Nathan. So
I just, you know how if you stay around the house too long and your wife gets to you?
yeah.
I was glad to bring it to Nathan.
Well, there is that.
One of the best things I've ever done.
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, you got to see it, Willie. It's pretty sweet. All right, we're going to rock out a little. There you go.
Yeah, you had the tune.
Play that thing like you own it, man.
It's the one that you hit the apples with in the video.
They don't know about that, but that's funny. All right, ready?
Gonna take a freight train down to the station, Lord. Well, I don't care where it goes. I'm gonna come a mountain, the highest mountain, Lord, and jump off, nobody gonna know. Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman, Lord, she's been doing to me? Well, I'm gonna find me a hole in the wall now. I'm gonna crawl inside and die. Well, come a little that mean old woman, Lord, she never told me goodbye. Well, can't you see? Well, can't you see what that woman, Lord, she's been doing to me? Well, can't you see? Well, can't you see what that woman, she's been doing to me? Here we go. Gonna buy a ticket now, as far as I can, love. Well, I ain't never coming back. Ride me southbound, all the way to Georgia now, until that train run out of track. Well, can't you see? Well, can't you see what that woman loves? She's been doing to me. Well, can't you see? You're such a pretty lady. Can't you see? All the way to Georgia. What that woman's been doing to me. One more time. Well, can't you see? Well, can't you see what that woman, love, she's been doing to me? Well, can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman, she's been doing to me?
Willie Dice. Woo. Thank you very much. Folks, we're going to take an intermission here. We've got a lot more music coming your way. So turn them lights up, head out to the restroom, get some popcorn, a beer, a wine, or whatever. Stretch your legs. Good to have you with us here. I'm going to talk for just a little bit while you're leaving. Tomorrow night, Jason D. Williams will be here. I would say Jerry Lee Lewis in person. On the 12th, it's Lee Greenwood, but both of those shows are sold out. Ricky Skaggs here on the 13th, and that is very limited seating. Next week with our showcase, it will be right back here at 7 o'clock. And we have some people that haven't been with us in a long time on the showcase. Eli Rogers will be here, Kian Sanchez, and Charity Cox will be here also. T.G. Shepard on the 19th. He's got a big show. On the 18th, it's Susie Bogus. The 20th, Gary Lewis and the Playboys. 25th, Riders in the Sky. We'll be right back. Don't you dare go away.
Hanging on her door.
And I'm going to tell you something about this song. And if you're on Jeopardy, you're going to get the answer correct. Buck Owens and Harlan Howard were sitting around writing songs, and they hit an absolute block. So Buck Owens said to Harlan, I think we need to go on a drive. So they got in their car, and they're driving all over. I'm assuming Bakersfield. I'm not exactly sure. And they went by a gas station. It was an Esso station. And their motto was, put a tiger in your tank. They went home and wrote, a tiger by the tail. Can you give me an A there, buddy? I've got a tiger by the tail, that's plain to see. Won't be long if you get through with me. I'm a losing weight and turning mighty pale. It looks like I got a tiger by the tail. Well, the first day I met you, you were as meek as a lamb. Just the type to fill my dreams and plans. But now the pace we're living takes the wind from my sail. It looks like I got a tiger by the tail. I've got a tiger by the tail, that's plain to see. I won't be long when you get through with me. I'm losing weight and turning mighty pale. Looks like I got a tiger by the tail. Play, guys! Now every night you drag me where the bright lights are found. There ain't no way to slow you down. But I'm as helpless as a little leaf in a gale. It looks like I got a tiger by the tail. I've got a tiger by the tail, that's plain to see. I won't be long and you'll be through with me. I'm losing weight and turning mighty pale. It looks like I got a tiger by the tail. Oh yeah, it looks like I got a tiger by the tail. You know what? Those are fun songs to do. And that's back in the days when a song, they didn't want it to be over 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the record. That one timed out at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I was timing it to make sure we did it right, guys. This next young lady is coming up here is, I'm related to her, everybody, and we just did an album together. It was actually our 4th album together, now I think about it.
It is.
We thought it would be here tonight, but guess what? It isn't. It's stuck somewhere in production at any rate. Make a nice round of applause for my wife, Jenny Bogus.
Thank you. It is so good to be back at the Opry, and it's great to have people. The last time I was here by myself, so to speak, there were 25 people sitting in those chairs. So it is terrific to have a great crowd. You guys are wonderful. Is this band not the best? You're also, go ahead. No, go ahead, you're good. We're good. Step forward. Oh, step forward. Have to roll it left just a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Don't know when I've been so blue. Don't know what's, thank you, come over you. You found someone new, and don't it make my brown eyes blue? I'll be fine when you're gone. I'll just cry all night long. Say it isn't true, and don't it make my brown eyes blue? Tell me no secrets,
me some lies. Give me no reasons, give me alibis. Tell me you love me and don't make me cry. Say anything, oh, but don't say goodbye. I didn't mean to treat you bad. Didn't know just what I had. But honey, now I do. And don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes blue, blue. Don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes blue? Brown eyes blue, make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes blue? Make my brown eyes blue. Brown eyes blue. Thank you, the Orange Blossom Opera Band. Thank you, guys.
Jenny Bogus. I listened to that song all the way up and all the way back. Thank you very much. We do have some folks here from South Dakota tonight. And this young man coming up here right now is a native Californian. He's been a side guitar player. I'm reading it right off here because he has a long, long bio, but it's a very interesting one. His credit, he did commercials for Pepsi, Motel 6, McDonald's, Holiday Inn. Are you the guy that said, leave the light on for us, Joe? No. Nope, not you neither.
That was Milo Deering.
Is that true?
Milo Deering, yeah.
Oh, I don't know who that is, but that sounds good. Anyway, Joe is from Millbank, originally from Millbank, South Dakota, 2 or 3 different times. And he played 10 years with a gentleman that was here just a little bit ago, Mr. Johnny Lee. This is his electric guitar player. Make welcome Joe Campbell.
Thank you.
Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Hey, hey, sweet baby, don't you say maybe we could find ourselves a brand new recipe. I got a hot rod bolt and a $2 bill. I know a place right over the hill. Know the pop and the dance is free. You wanna have fun? Come along with me. Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? How about that Orange Blossom Opry Band? Yeah. Well, I'm free me and ready for us to go steady. How about spending some time with me? No more looking, got off and cooking. How about them and tender company? I'm gonna throw that book right over the hill, downtown to somewhere bound to Sill. Throw the Bible sign in the dance free. Come along and have some fun with me. Hey, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up? How's about cooking something up? How's about cooking something up with me? Thank you. Here's a song that I first heard the Beatles do it, actually. Ringo Starr singing it. And then I discovered Buck Owens, and he's the one that really had the big hit with it. And it's a song called Act Natural. Well, they're gonna put me in the movies. They're gonna make a big star out of me. I'll play the part of a man that's sad and lonely. All I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. I hope you come and see me in the movies. Then I know that you will plainly see the biggest fool that ever hit the big time. All I gotta do is act naturally. Come on! I play the part of a man that's sad and lonely. Not a sound that I can say won't do. I don't doubt that I don't need no rehearsing. All I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star. I can play the part so well. I hope you come and see me in the movies. Then I know that you will plainly see the biggest fool that ever hit the big time. And all you gotta do is act naturally.
Joe Campbell. Thank you, Joe. Great job. All right. Have to reach down there and get that. Hello, Jimmy Rogers. Come on up here. When Jimmy called me, I thought he meant the Jimmy Rogers that was the singing brakeman back in about 100 years ago or something like that. But that ain't the same Jimmy Rogers. Jimmy's from Connecticut, and you were a state policeman for 21 years.
I was.
Thank you for your service.
Very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that would be a highway patrolman, wouldn't he? Same as a highway patrol?
Pardon?
Same as a highway patrol?
No. I was a state policeman. That's different than the troopers down here. We were like your sheriffs in Florida. We did everything from bad checks to murders to rapes to everything.
Did you go after moonshiners?
Oh, yeah. Well, we didn't have any moonshiners. That was...
Did you know Kevin?
Yes.
Do I know who?
You ever run into Kevin?
No. Well, I remember Kevin from a long time back. You've been here a long time. Yeah.
Put your hands together and welcome Jimmy Rogers.
I don't think that's what they meant.
thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blown and a youngin's dreams of growing up to ride. Thank you. On the freight train leaving town, never knowing where I'm bound. No one could steer me right, Mama tried. One bend only rebel child from a family meek and mild. My mama seemed to know what lay in store. Despite my Sunday learning, toward the bad I kept on turning, till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied, and that leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Dear old Daddy, rest his soul, he left Mom a heavy load. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hours without rest, wanting me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied, and that leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Thank you. Woo, what a band here, huh? My goodness gracious. I was number 2 of 4 policemen. My father was a policeman. He was a town policeman, and then he became an auxiliary state trooper in Connecticut. Unfortunately, he died in '67, before I got on the job. But anyway, I served for 21 years. My oldest son was a Connecticut state trooper, and he served 20 years or more. And now his son is a policeman. They were saying on the news, this is kind of a morbid story, but they were saying on the news that this is like the 70th day of 2022, and 68 policemen have been shot and killed. 8 were women. So, tough job today. I'm glad I'm done with it.
Yep. There's no acoustic. Just play those ones with the band, then I'll come in. One, two, three, four.
There'll be candle lights and roses in this little country chapel that's almost falling down. There'll be tears in this old farmer's eyes this evening when I give my one possession to that city boy from town. His hair's just a little longer than we're used to, but I guess I should find something else to say about this man who's won the farmer's daughter and will soon become my son-in-law today. Mama left 8 years ago, December. It was hard to be a dad, and Mama too. But somehow we made a home He could be the richest man in 7 counties and not be good enough to take her hand. But he swears he really loves the farmer's daughter. And I know the farmer's daughter loves the man. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Rogers. Jimmy, welcome back to the Opry stage. What a great job. Hello, sisters. Come on up here. You're missing one of the sisters. Well, I'll give you a microphone for her. Here, grab this.
Yeah, for those of you that seen us the last time we were here, we did have a third one of us. She's still our sister. She's just not here. So we're going to just do it without her.
Sisters of Grace, everybody. Give them a round of applause.
Angry words were spoken and I left my baby in a cloud of gloom. Got into my car and drove around until I spotted this saloon. Went inside to have a drink, then I saw you and felt the burning glow. Thought they were yours to hold you tight, but if I do, refuse me, tell me no. Step aside if I try to get near you. Lock your heart if I start making time. Walk away if I say that I need you. Step aside if I step out of line. My baby and the things he said so cruel. Well, half of me says cheat on him, and part of me says stop, don't be a fool. Well, don't let me get close to you, 'cause if I do, I won't be very strong. From my conscience and keep me from feeling sorry later on. Step aside if I try to get near you. Lock your heart if I start making time. Hey, walk away if I say that I need you. Step aside if I step out of line. Step aside if I step out of line. Awesome job, guys. Thank you very much. That song, if y'all are into country like I think you are, is a Farron Young song. And actually tonight we have, well, he's been named after this his whole life, but tonight he's watching the show. Our brother who was named after Farron Young that lives in Tennessee. So we're going to do a shout out to him. Thank you for watching, Farron. But in our home, the queen of country music to our family was Miss Connie Smith, the ultimate. The nights were dark and long. I spent 1,000,000 all alone. But I never once stopped loving you. My world was cold and still. My dreams lay unfulfilled. But I never once stopped loving you. Oh, I never once stopped believing we love again the way we used to do. And today when you came back, my conscience was rewarded, for I never once stopped loving you. I could have loved another, but I chose to wait and suffer. But I never once stopped loving you. And I prayed to God to guide you till I could be beside you. But I never once stopped loving you. Oh, I never once stopped believing we love again the way we used to do. And today when you came back, my conscience was rewarded, for I never once stopped loving you.
Originally from Ohio, Sisters of Grace. Great job, gals. Are you having fun? Okay, good. How about y'all? You having fun out there? Hope you're enjoying the music. Come back and see us again next Thursday, because we've got great coming up. Great singers coming up and performers. Mr. Allen, come on up here. Here's a gentleman you're going to enjoy. Tremendous. Great singer. You going to do that little dancing you do out there on the stage today? Put your hands together. Welcome Mr. J. Allen Six.
I stopped off at the Quick Sack for some beer and cigarettes. The old man took my money as he stared at my Corvette. He said I had one just like her son back in 1963, till the man down at the bank took her from me. Oh, she was hotter than a $2 pistol. She was the fastest thing around. Long and lean, every young man's dream. She turned every head in town. But she was built and formed to handle some. I'm glad that you dropped in. She reminds me of the one I loved back then. Oh, yeah. Well, then I handed him my keys and said, here, we'll take her for a spin. The old man scratched his head and then he looked at me and he grinned. He said, son, you just don't understand what ain't the car I want. It's that brunette in your bed that turns me on. I had one that was hotter than a $2 pistol. She was the fastest thing around. Long and lean, every young man's dream. She turned every head in town.
Well, she was built in Fonda and oh son, I'm glad that you dropped in. Well, she reminds me of the one I loved back then. Well, Lord, she was hotter than a $2 pistol. She was the fastest thing around. Longer than every young man's dream. She turned every head in town. Well, she was built in Fonda and oh son, I'm glad that you dropped in. Well, she reminds me of the one I loved back then. Well, she reminds me of the one I loved back then. There we go. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, Neil, you forgot to mention I was a centerfold recently. Oh, yeah, centerfold. Style Magazine. So if you live locally, you can check out Style Magazine in the Villages. They did a big write-up on me and mentioned the Opry. I didn't mention Bobby.
Jay Allen.
Forgot about
Jay
Bobby.
Allen. You were lucky they put that staple in the right place.
Yeah. Had some pasties, but that's all right. That's right. Style Magazine. Pick it up, and you can catch me at Cody's in the Villages every Sunday. Brownwood Cody's. If you every other Thursday it's Lake Sumter. So here we go. You ready, Kevin?
Yeah, baby.
Well, I can sell my mama short on loving me. I guess that's why she let me go so far. Well, mama tried to stop me short of stealing. I guess that's why she let me steal that car. She told me not to smoke it, but I did, and it took me far away. I turned out to be the only hell my mama ever raised. We rolled into Atlanta, stolen tags and almost out of gas. Well, I had to get some money. Lately I learned how to get it fast. Well, those neon lights were calling me. Somehow I just had to get downtown. Well, I reached into the glove box and another liquor store went down. Precious memories, taking me back to the good old days. Let me hear my mama singing, Rock of Ages cleft for me. She tried to turn me on to Jesus, but I turned on the devil's way. Well, I turned out to be the only hell my mama ever raised. Place those handcuffs on me, Lord, how I fall to resist. Well, that agent clamped them tighter, and that metal, well, it bit into my wrist. They took my belt and my billfold, my fingerprints and the profile of my face. Well, then they locked away the only hell my mama ever raised. Here we go. And I sing precious memories, taking me back to the good old days. Let me hear my mama singing, Rock of Ages cleft for me. She tried to turn me on to Jesus, but I turned on the devil's way. I turned out to be the only hell my mama ever raised. Jesus, but I turned on the devil's ways. I turned out to be the only hell my mama ever raised. Thank you so much.
Jay Allen 6.
Thank you so much.
Great job, Jay.
I gotta say something for a second, because once in a while I get to play with Jay, and I'm a big fan. I was in this band that I forgot the name of, and none of that matters. But at one time we had
Sawyer Brown.
We had a number 2 song in the nation, and I remember the funniest thing about the whole deal was the record company saying, "You're nuts. You can't record a George Jones song because nobody does that." But we did, and I've seen a lot of people come through here and destroy that song. But he does an incredible job of doing our song, and I'd like to ask you to do it. Will you do it?
I'd be honored. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
it's an honor to play with these guys. I got to play with Mickey and Bobby the other day. It's an honor. It's an honor. I've never played with our newest member here, but it's an honor, and not so much over here. But all right, we ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Race is on. Race is on.
The race is on. Oh, I feel tears welling up, coming deep inside, like my heart sprung a big break. The stabbing loneliness is sharp and painful that I may never shake. Or you might say I was taking it hard when she wrote me off with the call. But don't you wait till that I'll hide in sorrow, and I may lay right down and bawl. Well, the race is on, and here comes pride in the backstretch. Heartaches are going to the inside. My tears are holding back there. They're trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running, true love scratch for another sake. The race is on, and here comes heartache, and the winner loses all. Ventured in love, never once suspected what the final result would be. But now I live in fear of waking up each morning, finding that she's gone from me. Oh, this ache and pain with a hop for the day was the one I hated to face. Somebody new came up to win her, and I came out in second place. Well, now the race is on, and here comes pride in the backstretch. Heartaches are going to the inside. Oh, my tears are holding back there. They're trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running. True love scratch for another sake. The race is on, and it looks like heartache, and the winner loses all. Is on, and here comes pride in the backstretch. Heartaches are going to the inside. Oh, my tears are holding back there. They're trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running. True love scratched for another sake. The race is on, and it looks like heartache, and the winner loses all. And the winner loses all. Bobby Randall from Sorry Band. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Jay Allen 6.
Hey, buddy, good job.
Good job, Jay. He invited me over to sing once I got there, and it was somebody named Jay Allen 7, and I don't quite understand that, Jay. I must have been in the wrong place or something.
What an odd name.
The 6 part or the 7 part? You know, every once in a while, somebody is traveling through the area, and we invite them to come up and sing with us tonight. And this gentleman was doing just that. He's from Paducah, Kentucky. Right away, I asked him if he was the Duke of Paducah, and he didn't say so. Put your hands together and welcome Jonathan Glenn.
Hello, darling. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. You're just as lovely as you used to be. How's your new love? Are you happy? Hope you're doing fine. Just to know
What's that, darling? How am I doing? Yes, I'm doing all right, except I can't sleep and I cry all night till dawn. What I'm trying to say is I love you and I miss you. I'm so sorry that I did you wrong. Look up, darling. Let me kiss you. Just for old time's sake, let me hold you in my arms one more time. Thank you, darling. May God bless you, and may each step you take bring you closer to the things you seek to find. Goodbye, darling. I gotta go now. Gotta try to find a way to lose these memories of a love so warm and true. And if you should ever find it in your heart to forgive me, come back, darling. I'll be waiting for you. Are we still awake tonight? Sir, you need to smile a little bit. Yeah, you're starting to look like Bobby. I'm watching that screen over there, and I was like, I don't think Bobby ever smiles. I'm just kidding. I'm poking. Are we still in a good mood here tonight? Hey, am I allowed to get off this stage? He missed. Hit the side of my hair. Hey, you know, how many of y'all know where Paducah, Kentucky is? There's some weird stuff in Kentucky, let me tell you. I'm not one of them, but Paducah is between two of those weird things. One of them's called Possum Trot, Kentucky, and the other one's called Monkey's Eyebrow. True story. But I was raised up between those two towns, and I was raised up on good country music. Anybody here a fan of Ronnie Millsap? Let's do this one right here. You ready, honey? I'm having daydreams about life things in the middle of the afternoon. And while my hands make a living, my mind's on loving you. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. And every night you make my daydreams come true. Well, all day long while I'm working in town, time slows down to a crawl. Well, I'm not thinking about you, I'm checking the clock on the wall. Then it's goodbye factory and hello love, and there's a smile across my face, because I'm back in the arms of your sweet love, where my thoughts have been all day. And I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. And while my hands make a living, my mind's on loving you. Well, I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. And every night you make my daydreams come true. How many of y'all know this song? Say, I do. Oh, that's enough for us to sing it loud. Help me out with it, would you? Here we go. I'm having daydreams about night things in the middle of the afternoon. And while my hands make a living, my mind's on loving you. Well, I'm having daydreams about night things in the
You make my daydreams come true. Yes, every night you make my daydreams come true.
Yeah,
What?
baby, yeah, baby.
I was 5 years old the first time I ever had ambitions to be a singer. I was watching a movie with Michael J. Fox in it called Back to the Future. Y'all ever heard of that one? And he's scooting across the stage singing Johnny Be Good. And I was like, that's what I want to do when I grow up. But I had a problem. I was too shy. You couldn't get me in front of people to save my life. But as mentioned, I'm from Kentucky and there's some weird stuff there. My family figured out a way to bribe me out of my shyness at 5 years old. They bribed me with a woman and it worked every time. Yeah, but Paul Harvey always said what? Here's the rest of the... So my aunt and uncle said, Johnny, if you'll get up in the living room and sing us a song, we'll take you down to the gas station, let you pick out whatever Little Debbie cake your heart desires. Some of y'all were thinking, man, this guy really is kind of weird up in here. So a song I would always sing was I'm a big Elvis fan. Any Elvis fans here tonight? Y'all like rock and roll? Let's go to 1957 and do an Elvis song called All Shook. It's like Jeopardy out there. You hear that? Here we go. Y'all gotta clap, come on. Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting white as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Oh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, my hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. But who do you think of when you have such love? I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, please don't ask me what's on my mind, 'cause I'm a little mixed up, but I'm feeling fine when I meet a girl that I love best. My heart beats so it scares me to death. She touching my hand, what does she like that? Her lips are like a volcano, it's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love, sing it, sir.
I'm all shook up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, my tongue gets tied when I'm trying to speak. My inside shaking like a leaf on a tree. There's only one cure, this soul of mine, and that's to have that girl I love so fine. She touching my hand, what a she like that. Her lips are like a volcano, it's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. Everybody sing it. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up.
Good job, Jonathan.
Jonathan Len.
Hey,
from
Jonathan.
Paducah. Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Thank you. Yes.
Here's a story about Back to the Future. You want to hear it?
I would love to.
Then we got to go. Remember the scene you were talking about with him crawling around on the floor? They played that much of Johnny Be Good. And Chuck Berry wrote that song.
Absolutely.
So about 3 months now, about a year after that, there was a big concert held at the Silverdome, probably before you were born. But at the Silverdome in Pontiac, where they had country music people and rock people play. I'm friends with Ted Nugent. So Ted Nugent came out, and he and I played Johnny Be Good. And so they're going to put it in this big HBO special. But they had to call Chuck Berry to get permission because he wrote the song. So Chuck Berry said, well, that little white boy that was crawling around on the floor in Back to the Future paid me $25,000 for that song. So I reckon for the whole song, about $100,000 would be good. And Ted Nugent and I ended up on the editing room floor. That's my story about that movie. Good job, Jonathan. Come back and see us anytime.
Nice hand for Jonathan Len. Thanks, Jonathan.
Hey, everybody, if you're visiting with us here tonight or you're a regular, we don't care if you're a veteran. Get on your feet right now. Let's see those veterans. Come on, y'all. Get on up there. There they are, right there. Put your hand up if you're an Army boy like me. Let me see the Army guys. There they are. Doggone right. All right. The guy carrying our flag tonight is Harley Lawrence, I believe. He's Army Fort Knox, 538th Engineer. Spent 2 years in the Army. We'd like to ask that the rest of you all now please stand as we pay tribute to our veterans.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. Love this land. God bless the USA. How many of you are truly proud to be an American? Let me hear you tonight. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills back in Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and from New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart. And it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Now, if you're really proud to be an American in this place, it's your turn to sing back to us. Come on, 1, 2, 3. And I won't forget. Oh, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. Love this land. God bless the USA.
God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Once again, a big round of applause for all our performers up here on the stage tonight. On behalf of everyone at the Orange Blossom Opry, we hope you had a wonderful time. Come back and see us. We suggest that you do a random act of kindness for someone tomorrow, and I promise you'll have a better day. Thank you all so much. Good night, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Orange Blossom Opry Band. Good night. Drive careful.